I told my neighbor I have no desire or obligation to babysit her children because I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I moved to this new neighborhood about 2 months ago with my 9-week-old daughter Emma. Being a new mom is already overwhelming, but I figured joining a mommy group would help me meet people and maybe make some friends. There's this woman Jessica who lives 3 houses down from me. She's got 2 kids, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and honestly they're pretty wild. But Jessica seemed nice enough at first, always chatting about mom stuff and complaining about how expensive daycare is. Last Tuesday, she showed up at my door looking completely frantic. Her regular babysitter canceled last minute, and she had some important work things she couldn't miss. She was practically begging me to watch her kids for just a few hours. I felt bad for her, so I said okay, just this once. Big mistake. Those 6 hours were absolute hell. Her 3-year-old dumped an entire box of cereal on my kitchen floor while I was trying to feed Emma. The 5-year-old kept asking me where our TV was because apparently I'm supposed to have one in every room like they do. Emma was already going through a fussy phase, and having 2 screaming kids running around made everything 10 times worse. My husband Jake works from home and had back-to-back video calls all day. He kept giving me these stressed looks every time the kids would shriek or slam doors. I spent the whole time chasing them around, cleaning up messes, and trying to keep Emma calm. When Jessica finally came back, she didn't even apologize for being 2 hours late. She just scooped up her kids and said thanks like it was no big deal. I thought that was the end of it. This morning, she knocked on my door again, but this time she wasn't asking for emergency help. She had this whole plan worked out where I would watch her kids every afternoon from noon to 5. I was like, excuse me, what? She goes, well, you're home anyway, and it's not like you're doing anything important. Emma just sleeps most of the day, right? I told her no. Hell no. I'm not running a free daycare service. She got this shocked look on her face like I had just slapped her. But you're a stay-at-home mom. That's literally what you do all day. I explained that being a stay-at-home mom doesn't mean I'm available to watch other people's kids. I'm here to take care of my daughter, not hers. Plus, Jake needs quiet during his work hours, and I'm still figuring out this whole new mom thing. Jessica crossed her arms and got all huffy. You're being really selfish. I'm offering you easy money for something you're already doing anyway. Easy money? She never even mentioned paying me. When I pointed that out, she backtracked and said she'd pay me $20 a day. $20 for 5 hours of watching 2 crazy kids while managing my own baby. I laughed and said absolutely not. That's when she really lost it. She started yelling about how I should be grateful for the opportunity to help a working mother, how I'm just sitting around all day doing nothing while she's out there contributing to society. I was done being nice. I told her that her kids are her responsibility, not mine. Just because I chose to stay home with my baby doesn't mean I owe her anything. She called me selfish again and stormed off, but here's where it gets good. That afternoon, I'm outside getting the mail when I see Jessica's husband pulling into their driveway. She's right behind him, and she's clearly still mad about our conversation because she's gesturing wildly, and I can hear her voice through their car windows. 10 minutes later, he knocks on my door. He apologizes for his wife and asks if they can talk to me about the babysitting situation. Apparently, Jessica told him I agreed to watch their kids regularly and then changed my mind at the last minute, leaving her without childcare. I set the record straight real quick, told him exactly what happened and how his wife tried to guilt trip me into free babysitting. His face went completely red, not embarrassed red, angry red. He turns around and marches back to his house. Through my kitchen window, I can see them arguing in their living room. Jessica is pointing toward my house and getting more animated by the minute.